Friends, you will not believe that an organization took samples of many aliens from far away in space to Earth, and those aliens can enter anyone's body and make them very powerful. That organization had started experimenting on humans as well, but later, they came to know that those aliens were coming one by one, and they wanted to capture the whole Earth. A man who was a big loser and whom no one liked had an alien from space enter his body, due to which the man gained many different types of powers. However, this alien, which was in the body of Josh, did not want to kill humans. Now, we have to see how that man who had never killed a mosquito in his entire life fights against the aliens of his own species, along with a good Indian. We will not only watch, but also help in defeating those bad guys. Here, we are shown a private organization named Life Foundation, where all the scientists are handling an ongoing space mission. They had sent one of their soldiers into space, whose job was to collect samples of a meteorite called chromat. Using these samples, their organization wanted to prove that there could be life in space too. They were successful in collecting 4 samples, but when their spaceship was returning to Earth, it got damaged due to some technical problems, and one of the samples fell out. After the sample fell to the ground, their organization went to retrieve it. They found 3 samples, but one was missing. Here, it was revealed that all those samples were alive and were actually aliens. The people at Life Foundation already knew this, which is why they wanted to collect samples of aliens and experiment on them. The alien that had separated from the others and fallen entered the body of a man, causing his condition to deteriorate rapidly. The CEO of Life Foundation, whose name the whole team could not understand, kept watching all this. The man in whose body the alien had entered was being taken in an ambulance when suddenly he got up and attacked a woman in front of him. His hands became very large and black. The alien, while inside the man's body, attacked him, but then it transferred into the woman's body. When the woman came out of the ambulance, she was behaving very strangely because the alien had taken control of her. The alien also healed an injury on the woman's leg, giving us an idea of its powers. The woman then left the area alone. Here, we are introduced to a man named Ed, who worked as a reporter in a company. He also had a girlfriend named Leah, who was a lawyer in Ed's company. They were very happy together. One day, when Ed arrived at his office, his boss gave him a project in which he had to interview the CEO of Life Foundation. Ed's boss warned him that the CEO was very aggressive and had a completely different attitude. Later, when Ed went home, he saw a message on his girlfriend Mia's laptop about Life Foundation's experiments. It stated that the organization had started testing on humans, which was killing many people, and that it needed to be stopped immediately. Ed already knew about these things, so the next day he went to Life Foundation to interview a woman named Break. However, instead of asking the questions given to him, Ed began asking about what he had read in the message. He questioned whether Life Foundation was testing samples on humans and if those samples were aliens. Obviously, the CEO refused to answer and stopped the interview. Afterward, when Ed met with his boss was furious. He had already warned Ed not to ask controversial questions, yet Ed had ruined the interview. As a result, Ed was fired from the company. This also led to Maddie, his girlfriend, losing her job, and she was very angry with Ed. She decided to break up with him. Poor Ed was now unemployed and heartbroken, but he was very stubborn. Meanwhile, Break trapped a man and forced him into a room containing an alien. The man was initially stable, but after some time, the alien began emerging from his body and ultimately killed him. Seeing this, Ed was very disappointed because it became clear that aliens could only survive inside bodies that were compatible with them. If the host was not at least 1% compatible, the alien would kill them. There was a scientist named Dora who was unhappy with all these experiments. She did not like what was happening as innocent people were dying. She wanted to stop it, so she secretly took an interview in which she revealed everything about Drake's experiments, how he was testing samples of aliens on humans, leading to many deaths. Ed already suspected these things, but after listening to Dora, he was completely convinced. Determined to expose Life Foundation's illegal activities, he decided to sneak into their organization to collect evidence. While inside, Ed saw a friend of his in a room. As he moved forward, his friend suddenly attacked him. The alien was inside her body. The alien then left the woman's body and attacked Ed instead. Ed started running, but because he was now bonded with the alien, his speed had increased significantly. He managed to escape and reach his home, but his behavior became very strange. He was so hungry that he started eating everything he found, yet his body was still unable to handle the alien. After eating too much, he vomited. Later, when Ed was brushing his teeth, he saw the alien in the mirror. Terrified and confused, Ed called Mia and went to see her. However, he could not control himself, even in front of her. He started eating food from other people's orders at the restaurant, making it seem like he had lost his mind. Feeling extremely hot, he jumped into a fish tank to cool off. Meanwhile, Drake discovered that an alien was inside Ed's body, so he sent his men to capture him. However, Ed was no longer an ordinary man. He had the alien's power. He easily fought off Drake's men like a character in a James Bond movie. After escaping for some distance, Ed got into a car accident and was badly injured, with his hands and legs completely broken. The attackers thought he was done for, but suddenly, the alien within him took control. His body healed quickly, his limbs twisted back into place, and he transformed into a monstrous form. In this state, he attacked and killed the men pursuing him, before diving into the water and escaping. Later, Ed returned to a nearby place where the alien revealed its name as Vish. It told Ed that it had come from space and that its species had traveled to Earth to take over and consume humans. However, Vish confessed that it had changed its mind. It no longer wanted to kill humans. Instead, it wanted to help Ed fight against its own species. But the question remains, how will a man who has never even killed a mosquito fight against his own kind? That is something we will have to see. Then he gets very angry with his scientists. Then a small girl comes there who stops near the drone, and the same alien is inside the girl who got separated from everyone in the beginning and goes into the body. It was not a good thing because Drake could have caused a lot of destruction by calling him an alien. On the other hand, Eddie had all the evidence against the Live Foundation, so he takes them to his company where he used to work earlier. He keeps the evidence there and starts leaving from there. Then some military people come in front of Eddie, who surround him from all sides, but they did not know that Eddie is going to beat them all together. Eddie completely converts into Venom and keeps attacking them. He was picking up and throwing them all easily. The bullets were not having any effect on Venom, but then Mian comes there, who gets very scared after seeing Venom. Venom gets tormented and goes to Mian to stop him and asks him to come with him because Mian was feeling that Mandy's health is very bad. So she takes Eddie to the hospital where his MRI is done, and then Venom starts coming out of Eddie's body. He is happy that Venom has come out of Eddie's body, and he also wanted the same thing, but he did not know that now he cannot live even for a moment without the poison. As soon as he comes out of there, people attack him, make him unconscious, and take him with them. Those people take Ed to a restaurant. Drake asks him, "Where is the poison?" And Ed laughingly replies that it has completely left his body. On hearing this, Drake converts into an alien named Wright, which Drake found in the body of the same girl. And Wright was the most powerful of all those aliens. When he comes to know that the poison is not in Eddie's body, he was no less than Eddie now. So he asks his men to kill Eddie. Here, those people take Eddie to the jungle where he is supposed to die. But fate did not approve of this. Venom comes there, which had entered Eddie's body. He keeps killing them all and finishes them in one go. Now the poison goes back to Eddie's body because it was necessary for him to stay in Eddie's body for so long. He tells about Wright, who was in Drunk's body. Wright wanted to get hold of his other alien friends by any means, and that is why he had taken control of Drake so that he could use his company's rocket and bring all those aliens to Earth. If those aliens reach Earth, then all humans will be completely destroyed. Vish Reddy decides that he will stop Wright from doing this by any means. Here, Drake keeps talking with his scientists and asks to send a rocket into space. There, a scientist was feeling something wrong, so he was going to deactivate the activation of the spaceship, and before that, Wright comes to know about it. He transforms into his real form and kills that man. Wright had this ability that he could make big weapons with his hands, and he kills all the people there by using the same. Wright now starts going towards the spaceship, which was going to be activated in a while, and Vish comes in between them. A fierce fight starts when Ed goes to the control room and turns on the speakers there, hearing the sound of which Vish and Rat come out of their bodies, because the stone aliens had a lot of problems with sound. Mian came to know about this when the MRI was being done. Now here, the fight between Ed and Drake starts. Ed keeps hitting the rock a lot, but here, somehow Ed puts Wright in his body, and he completely transforms into Wright, who kills Ed from behind. Eddie was taking his last breaths. Wright goes inside the Torrent ship because the spaceship was about to launch in time. Here, before Ed dies, Venom is added to his body, which heals all his injuries. He takes the same weapon and goes to Paige and tears his petrol tank completely, due to which a huge blast takes place there, and in it, Drake and Red are completely burnt to death. All those aliens are very afraid of fire. Vish also gets caught in the eyes, and he is also there at the end time. Eddie was helping Eddie, and he falls inside the water. After this, everything becomes fine, and the daughter got her job as a reporter back. Mian felt that Venom had killed him in the explosion, and that he was not in the body, but there was nothing like that. Eddie keeps talking to Venom on the way and makes Venom understand that no matter what happens, he will not eat innocent people. Venom can eat criminals and bad people because Venom also had a lot of hunger. He comes to the store. Then a man comes there who shows the gun to the shopkeeper and steals all his money. He had clearly told Venom that he can eat bad people. Then Venom comes in his real form and eats that man completely in one go. And with this, our story ends here. So viewers, how did you like this story? Please tell in the comments section. And if you liked my explanation even 1%, then like the video and subscribe to the channel because this gives me motivation to bring such interesting stories for you. So see you in the next video.